I finally founded my own philosophy. So let's start from the beginning. In 2025, I came across a new perspective of life. I realized that food, junk food, and sedentary lifestyle, and social media are not your life. All of us know this because we finally came to an algorithm that is acknowledging all of these things. Okay, fine. So yeah, I actually discovered this before it was trending in 2025. But anyways, so came across all of this and I realized that what kind of life I've been living. Okay, fine. So all of these things already know. Coming back to present, I tried to focus. I lost a few kgs. I would say 10 kgs max. Then I was actually having my boards this year, so I switched my focus from all that to studies. And this year I actually focused on my studies because I realized that it was important. And Instagram telling you that marks do not matter in life does actually indeed does not matter because yeah, we all know that. Also tried to stop my family from doing all of that shit like eating outside food, but yeah, of course, did not succeed well in that. But quite a bit, because the worst stage of life comes from not stopping at all. But when you step back from your bad habits, even for 1%, it decreases by some amount. If you know what I mean, right? You know what I mean. If you don't know, that's not a problem. So today I found got I created the foundation of my philosophy. So you can say from 5 months or lesser time, I was researching about Kalyuga, let's say, and Hinduism and all these scripts, wait, inscriptions and texts, like Vedas, Upanishads, and all of that. I got to know the time periods when they were written, Bhagavad Gita, Mahabharata, Ramayana. So it all began from a question that does God exist or not, right? Yes, I did question the existence of God, and we all have done that, right? We all have done the research, try to find whether there were some evidences in real life, in physical form of God, so that we could at least tell ourselves that what you have been believing since your childhood and your parents and your grandparents wasn't something that the society made us to believe, just so that we could feel a little relief from life. But yeah, I did not get a basic answer, yes or no. Obviously, did a lot of research, not just physical evidences, but I also looked for what the Upanishads and all of these things said and if they really made sense or not. So I try to relate the Kali that we are in right now with all these things that I mentioned in those in Bhagavad Gita and all. So yeah, it did match completely. Whatever we are going through, it is written there. But does that really mean anything? I don't think so. I think I can also predict what is going to happen in the future. Technology will take place, people will become very lazy, they will do everything by technology, poor will get poorer, richer will get richer, and exploitation of human beings will take place on the largest scale ever seen. So it is quite easy to predict, right? Because we know bad things are happening and we know to what extent bad can take place. Yeah, right. So yeah, let's ignore all this. So like then I also discovered Buddha. Things are quite famous nowadays. Everybody's crazy after him because yeah, he does not disapprove of God, but he also said you need to believe in one. Quite resonates with your mentality that God doesn't exist. I don't believe that. I believe in science and all that shit. I get it. But today I realize that both Hindu texts, religious texts, and Buddhist texts say the same thing, that you need not to follow a single religion or a single teacher like Buddha. You need to find your own path. You can work on yourself. Just need to follow the basic principles like Dharma and meditation and a simple life, whatever is there. You can get that easily on ChatGPT. Just write the core principles of Indian philosophy. No, yeah. Also realize one more thing. I remember just the word philosophy, that most of the Indian religious texts were written much later. But that does not mean that it does disapproves that God exists. But most of them come from a place of philosophy, and it is also written in based on human intellect. So we cannot say anything because they were not directly written by our gods. Even Buddhist texts were little much later after he died. So you know what I mean, right? So it's not like I'm telling you to disapprove those mahan very intellectual people. Not at all. It's up to you. But I do disapprove of following a human being's intellect. Now Buddha is also a human being. I know, but he's a kind human being, right? He's amazing. But he left the world without keeping a written account of whatever he said. He blabbered. So I think I'd like to explore on my own. Every day I get to learn a lot. Life is so blessed. It's a blessing. It teaches you something every day. That's why if there's happiness, there's sadness, so that you can learn, right? So learn it on your own. You need not to follow a teacher. You can be your own teacher. Buddhism says the same thing. You need self-discovery. You don't need another telling you how to do this and how to do that. That's it for today's video. Bye.